Hey friends, welcome to A Little of It All. My name is Taylor. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I'm so glad that you're here. If this is your first time stopping by, I would love it if you stayed a while. Be sure to subscribe and check out that description box. It's just going to tell you a little bit more about what we have going on over here. We're all about zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing, but I do love a little of it all. Happy Monday, my friends. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is coming off of a fun, restful weekend. I hope it was exactly what you needed it to be. Let me know in the comments below what you did this weekend. We are kind of having to rearrange our plans a little bit. It looks like Scott's grandmother is not doing too great. So I'm actually filming this on a Friday. So I'm not quite sure what our weekend is going to have entail, like what we're going to be doing, but I hope you guys are having a great weekend. We are actually starting with our July savings count. It is time for us to see how much, if any, we were able to save in July. We are starting with our sinking funds. There's a couple of sinking funds that I don't really do anymore. They're just too revolving, or I've kind of taken them out. So the first one that we're starting with is going to be our pups envelope. It had a drastic decrease in July because we took Samson and Dorothy to the vet, and it was we had like $355. I think it was actually a little bit more than that once I actually took them, but it was well over that. It ended up being like 500 and something, so I'm just going to pay that little bit off from our checks and side hustles, Lord willing. So we're just seeing that pups now has $40. So as we can see, a big old decrease there, but that's okay. That's what that money was there for. Hopefully by the time we have other vet checkups and visits, it will be back up to where it needs to be. Next up is not puppy food. Let me just put that right back. That's too revolving. Next up is prescriptions. So in prescriptions, we now have $10, $20, $30, $40, $45. Now in prescriptions, I don't know if you can hear it, but it just came in a big old thunderstorm right when I sat down to film. So if you hear the rumbling in the background, it's the thunder. Over-the-counter meds has $20, $25, $30, and $35. Now, so yesterday I read on like the little weather channel app that we would be getting dust, like the Saharan desert dust. We didn't actually see it in my part of the state yesterday, but we are definitely seeing it today. I could definitely see it on my way home, and I was like, are my eyes, like, what's going on with my eyes? And then I remembered the dust. So have y'all seen it where y'all live? Us had 0. Now it has 10, 15, and 20. It has $20 now. I definitely think Scott and I are going to be running and grabbing something to eat tonight. Just, with everything that we've got going on, we don't want to dirty up the kitchen. And we just kind of want to relax as we think this is going to be our only night at the house. Eating out had 0. It now has 10, 15, and 20. But I'm not going to have to pull from any of these envelopes. I think I've told you guys about our little $10 bets that we have going on because we both think that we know it all and we both think that we're geniuses. So not anything serious at all. It's like, what's the name of the actor in this TV show? Or, if I can find this lost object first, I win. And it's just little $10 bets. Well, I won several this week up to like $30. So I was like, I want my winnings. And we have to like pull it from our wallets. And I was like, I want my winnings to be like going out to eat on Friday. Not out to eat, but I think we'll go like to a food truck or something. So that's what we're going to do tonight probably. Sam's is not next. It's going to be going out with friends. And it has 10, 15, and 20 as well. And I'm going to shut my mouth and stop rambling and get this video going. In Sam's, we have 5, 10, and 15. We are just building that back up from our big Sam's haul. We are still eating on that food that we got at Sam's. We usually get like a lot of meats, like frozen meats and things like that. So that was such a good like grocery buff. It wasn't like a buffer, but like we've eaten more of our Sam's food, so we haven't really spent as much out of our grocery fund. So hunting has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105, 10, 15, 115 in hunting. Summer was definitely spending months for us. We didn't go crazy. I feel like I remember last summer being a little bit more stressful. It was the first summer that we were cash stuffing. I don't think we spent as much as we did last summer, but I'm excited to be getting back into a routine with August and all that coming in. That way maybe we can like stuff a little bit more and not have to put some on the credit card. So birthdays has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. $35. All right, car maintenance has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. So $570 for car maintenance. Perfect. And then we have medical. Medical has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. So $665 in medical. We are trying to reach $900 in August for Scott's like steroid shots for his back to help with his back pain. And in gas now, I think we definitely have depleted that. Yes, we just have a 5 in rollover gas. Okay, there we go. So let's move on to our savings challenges. I feel like this binder definitely needs a condensing. Would you guys be interested in me filming that, or just something that I do off screen? Y'all let me know. I will do whatever makes y'all happy. We are starting with the Taylor envelope. This is my envelope, just kind of like long-term savings. Like my husband has the hunting envelope. This is mine. Like I want to buy an iPad. I want to buy a Bluetooth, like a better Bluetooth mic, so I can film different videos like grocery hauls and things like that. So that's what this envelope stands for. Okay, so Taylor has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $38. Clearly, I'm a long way off from any type of Bluetooth mic situation or an iPad because I can't stop spending money. And it's on like little things. It's nothing ever really big. It's okay though. All right, so Christmas has 1, 2, 300 in our high yield still. And then we have 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 365, 370, 71, 2, and 3. So 373 in Christmas now. We also have money saved in our important dates box that I don't count anymore. Just got a little too difficult because I was reallocating some cash from some envelopes that I had stuffed but stopped stuffing towards the end of the year. It just made a little bit more sense for me, but I wasn't really saving that money. So even though this is the money that we have saved for this much, it's technically not all of it. I don't think the money in the other envelopes that I'm not counting really makes that big of a difference. Like it's not a huge difference, but I just wanted you guys to know that I do have that other cash that I'm not really counting it anymore. Okay, so extra payment has 100 in high yield, and then 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, and 3. So 193 an extra payment. Some of those ones are very sticky, and I don't want to think about like I can't think about it in my brain as to why. I just have to move on, wash my hands, and move on. All right, refinance has 100 and 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 200, and 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 216 in refinance. Did I get these? I have got these all out of order. My goodness. Okay, so month ahead, we have money in our month ahead binder that we've already stuffed. We're waiting until our month ahead envelope gets back up to around $200, and then I'll pull it and stuff our month ahead binder again. But right now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $78 in month ahead. I'm going to make this a little bit easier on myself for my savings counts, and I'm only going to be counting the money that I have in the envelope now. I had 216 because that was all of it together. It just gets confusing in my brain. So last time we had 61 in here, now we have 78. So that makes it a little bit easier for me. I'm sorry if that was confusing for you guys. Vacation, we have 100 in high yield, and then 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 122 in vacation now. Perfect, perfect. We say that this envelope is for our 10-year anniversary. We will celebrate 7 years in October. And we would like to take a cruise of some kind, either like a Alaskan cruise or a Christmas like riverboat cruise or just like a tropical cruise. Neither one of us have ever been on a cruise before. So I think that would be fun to experience together for our 10 years. So we'll see. Hopefully that can happen. House Projects has 100, 200, 300 in high yield, and then 320, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So 360 in House Projects. That is fantastic. And Ink has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $20 saved back up for computer ink. And then emergency, we know we are working our way back to 1K in our emergency fund. So right now we have 500, 600, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 878 is what is in there now. We did not actually save that much money. I had $150 from our chiropractor envelope that I'm not really stuffing anymore, and I put it into our emergency fund. So that's why there was such a huge jump up there. And lastly, we have body. Okay, so body, our annual expense that we are stuffing right now, starting in August, we'll be adding in a few more, but body has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So 160 in body. All right, guys, let me grab my beautiful sparkly calculator from Chicky Treasures, and let's see what our differences are. Okay, my friends, this is actually looking a little bit better than I had anticipated, so that's exciting. So here's what we've got. Our pup envelope, it decreased by $315. We knew that. We definitely knew that was going to happen. Prescriptions increased by 25. Over-the-counter meds by 5. Us eating out and then going out with friends all increased by 20. Sam's increased by 15, hunting by 15, birthdays by 15, medical and car maintenance both equally increased by $325. Gas, our rollover gas decreased by $55. Taylor increased by 17. Christmas increased by $43. Extra payment increased by 20. Month ahead increased by 17. Refinance by 19. Vacation by 14. House projects by 44. Ink by 20. Emergency by 14. When I did all my calculations to make sure I didn't account for that chiropractor money that I put in here. And then body increased by $28. So let's see how much we were able to save in the month of July. I'm going to add all of these numbers up right here and put our total savings. The reveal, how much we were able to save in July. We saved $1,021 total in July. That is so incredible. Now, for the people that count the negatives, so that would be the $315 and the $55 right here, our total would be $651. However, what I just counted up, all of these numbers right here, the positives, is how much we were able to save in the month of July. Now, I want to go back through like I've been doing, and I want to count up what's currently in our envelopes and see what our total savings is, like what we have all together. Oh my goodness, you guys. All of these numbers currently added up together that we have saved. We have $4,023 now. That is in our binders, also in our high yield savings account, and that's not counting the extra money that we have in month ahead that I've figured out that I took away because it was just making my brain hurt too much to try to figure it out. And it's also not counting the money that I have in our important dates box, because that one's just a little bit too revolving for me. Like, we're stuffing it just to pull it back out for the holiday to come up. So let's check out June and see how we compare. So here is our June savings count. So we saved almost the same in June. So I'm still so surprised, even though the summer felt so super spendy, that we were still able to save over $1,000 last month. June actually won. June had $1,056 saved. July we have $1,021 saved. However, it looks like we were a little bit less spendy in July, where when we subtracted the negatives for June, we had $383 left, and when we subtract the negatives in July, it's $651. And then our total core savings of everything added together in June was $3,469, and then in July it is $4,023. Oh my gosh, that just makes me so excited. Because sometimes, and I know several of you guys have said this in the comments, that when you are saving little amounts, the savings feels so small and it feels so slow. And you're like, am I even really making a difference? And I hate to use this phrase, but the proof is in the pudding, you guys. Give those envelopes a count. See how much you're actually saving, because I bet it's going to boost that confidence more than you know. It's going to do your heart, your savings heart, your budgeting heart so much good to just give your envelopes a once over. Just count everything out and see how much money you actually have, how much money you're actually saving. And don't forget that you're wonderful and that you're doing great things. Don't give up the good fight, because you're making it happen, my friends. Y'all are awesome, and I just love y'all so much. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.